Well, guys, usually our motorhome sits right here between trips. But when we first got our motorhome, we had a man come in, level things off, and put some gravel in. And I put some landscaping timbers on each side of it. And this is where we would park the motorhome during the winter and cover it up so it would be out of the way. Well, we're kind of between trips right now, and I just got to do something, getting stir crazy. It's hotter than son of a gun here in Virginia, but I decided we had this little place over here where I used to park our utility trailer and our tow dolly when we weren't using them. And I got to looking, and I says, this would make a great campground. Have the kids and the grandkids come and put up their tents, their pop-up campers, whatever. I'm going to put some lights in the trees. We're going to clean all this mess up. Put in a fire pit, picnic table, and see if we can fix things up here for when we're off the road, we could still pretend we're camping. So that's what we're doing. I have moved a bunch of brush and moved all the trailers. The trailers are all over here now. So, and I got a nice little road that comes in here. Kind of goes around and goes into our yard. So I've been using this for a while. It's just for storage. Now I think we're going to use it to be a little campground. So what do you think, honey?
We need to come up with a name for our campground.
A name for our campgrounds? I think we ought to name it Camp George.
That works.
Yeah. The honorary George campgrounds or something. Anyway. But it's shady here under the trees, and it's not too bad working. Still bloody hot.
Yeah.
If we could just get some rain. When I start going in here with the lawnmower with the leaf vac, it is going to be dusty.
It's only 97 degrees.
Yeah, it was 97 in the motorhome, and it's 97 out here.
I'm afraid.
It's about even.
No.
So, this is what we're planning to do. We're going to have ourselves a campground. Yeah. Kind of close to our neighbor, but he doesn't really count since he hasn't been here in 7 years. We've been taking care of that house. So, we're going to kind of stake claim to half of this is his yard. Of this little spot is his. The other half is ours. I don't think he's going to mind that I'm using probably about 12, 14 feet of it. Guys, we'll have to give you an update. So, what do you want to say, honey?
Wish us luck.
Yeah.
That we don't melt.
Yeah, don't melt. Don't die
Heat exhaustion.
heat exhaustion or whatever. I've been making a few trips into the house where it's cool. So,
Yeah.
This is looking back the other way from where I was just standing. And give you an idea, I'm standing on the edge of the piece of land we're going to use. But I think it'll make a good little campsite. I've been in smaller campsites at real campgrounds. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And it keeps me busy. Ooh, sunshine into my eyes. Yeah. Guys, this is going to be fun. I hope the kids enjoy it. Well, this is day 3, I think, of our homemade campsite project. and I've got these piles of leaves to get up. Um, I would like to get some gravel to put in here, and so it won't be so dusty, and it won't be muddy if it rains. So we're going to see what we can do about that, but I still got to get the leaves up. I have only had to deal with one tiny little black snake when I was cleaning out all of this, and I figured I was going to find all kind of yellow jackets and all kind of things that would make us miserable, and nothing. I hadn't seen a thing. Just a poor, very frightened snake, black snake. I let him roll. It's his place. Maybe he'll keep the other snakes away. So, yeah, there'll be lights, picnic table, fire pit, everything you would have at a regular campsite. And, yeah, it's keeping me out of trouble. So, guys, when we get this all done, I'll put up something else. Well, guys, I know you're not going to believe this, but we now have gravel on our little backyard campgrounds. I had done some work for W.A. Wells. Thank you, W.A. In exchange for the work I did, he said, what do I owe you? And I said, you got any gravel? And sure enough, he had what I needed, and he brought it up, and he couldn't get in between the trees with the big dump truck, so he dumped it right down here. And I started moving it with a wheelbarrow and shovel, which was going to be a long-term project. Just to find out that our neighbor, a couple houses down, had rented a loader to do some work around his house. And when I saw it, I said, hey man, can I pay you to come move the gravel for me? And he said, oh man, I don't want no pay. He said, yeah. So he came down the next day and moved the gravel for me, spread it out. And all I had to do was go along with a rake and even it all out. And I put a little blade that I made on the front of a lawnmower and was able to get it all leveled out just perfect. So those patio blocks used to be here all the time when we used to back the motorhome in between those landscaping timbers. So I'm going to back the motorhome in, find out the best place to put the patio blocks so it'll line up with the door. We're going to replace those landscaping timbers. And then we put lights in the trees and a picnic table and a fire pit. Oh, I know there's going to be a hammock between some of these trees. Maybe cornhole board. And if there's any room for people, we might even have some pop-up campers from our kids staying here one weekend. We can pretend we're camping, and we'll be camping in the backyard. So, guys, I will have other pictures leading up to this, but man, has this really made a difference. Well, there it is with the motorhome park, just so we can get an idea where to put the patio blocks. Hi, dear.
Hi, dear.
Well, guys, I think we have finally finished it. This is our campgrounds right here on the corner of our property, just in the edge of the woods. And we have got it so that we can invite folks. We're going to start with our kids and grandkids and just see what they think of the place. But we'll walk up here and show you the place. We originally had this pad years ago when we first got the motorhome. We would park it back here during the winter, and it already had gravel and everything, but the landscaping timbers had rotted and were in bad shape, so I replaced those. Some of them were all right, I left them, but anyway, got a place that we can pull up, or anybody can pull up or back in off of our driveway. And this is the campgrounds right there.
The one and only.
Yeah, we haven't really come up with a name. I had a working name at one time, but I don't know. I don't think it'll really make it.
Might be risque.
It might, yeah. I saw it somewhere, and anyway, we won't go into that. But you can see we have a really nice hammock. We have lights up, and we have this cute little thing. Our neighbor, that's his house over there. He's been gone about, well, going on 7 years now. When we've been taking care of the house. He had that sitting up in the edge of his yard, kind of in his woods there. And I was worried about it going bad, so early on I gathered it up, took it all apart, put it in his garage. Well, I thought I'd bring it out, just get it so we could let the grandbabies play in it. Don't know who makes it, but more information about that later. And like I said, we put up lights, and we've got over here a fire pit, which we have yet to use. I know these chairs are probably going to have to move back some, because I like to get a good fire going. And we had our neighbors had some extra outside storage boxes, those plastic ones. And as you can see over here, we used one of them to put our firewood in. I figured I'd put it over here out of the way so it wouldn't be too close to the fire. But yeah, when we got a way in over on this corner, there's a way in to pull in. You could park a little pop-up camper or camper along here somewhere. And we definitely could move this if anybody come to visit, and they could park here. Made a new step to get into the motorhome, and put in some landscaping, little concrete pads, stones, whatever you want to call them. But what do you think, dear?
We can accommodate tents or pop-up campers or pull-behinds, motorhomes.
Yep. I always wanted to be a camp host.
Here's your chance.
Here's my chance.
We're full service. You can even dump.
Yeah, we have. That's right. I forgot to say. Yeah, we have a dump station, or a way to empty our sewage tanks, and we have water.
Obviously, water and electric.
Yeah, water and electric. And yeah, years ago, let me walk around. That's one thing I didn't show. years ago, about the same time the pad went in here, we ran it from the house. We trenched and put in a nice electrical socket, just like you'd see in a campgrounds. So when we've got the motorhome plugged up to that now. So we, yeah, anytime anybody's in the neighborhood of Charlottesville, Virginia, just give us a holler, get in touch with us through our Instagram or Messenger site, and let us know. We'd be glad to have company. As long as you don't plan to stay here, I mean, you know.
But we'll let you know if you're encroaching upon staying too long.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
let you know.
It's kind of like fish.
You'll get the message.
After about 3 days, yeah, it's kind of like family. Anyway, 3 days, they start to stink. But guys, just let us know. This is our campgrounds. And I know it's kind of silly, but
Well, it'll be a nice short trip for us. It takes no time to get here.
none whatsoever. we're right in the neighborhood.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. So, guys, this is what we've done. I just hope we get to enjoy it a couple times with the kids before we get snow. Because this is, mid-November?
It is, and we've had some really up and down, warm. The trouble is, it'll be warm during the week when they're all working, and then chilly on the weekends.
On the weekends, yeah.
So,
And right now, it looks like it's getting ready to rain at any time.
feels like it.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Y'all take care, and hope you enjoyed this little tour of what's been going on in our beautiful time in our neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, never mind.
Our little corner of the world.
Our little corner of the world. Hey, y'all take care. Way bye, hon.
Later.
Later. Bye.
Bye.